Thank you, John, and very good morning. Thank you all for joining us today. It's not always easy getting out of bed on a Saturday morning, is it? Particularly when you've had a hard week, as I know you will all have done. So I really do appreciate it. My daughters still haven't discovered Saturday mornings, but I'm sure they will as they go on with their lives. But it really is a pleasure to have you all here today. And I know that you're here because you're all passionate about education. And not only passionate about education, but passionate about quality education. And while access to education both in India and around the world is improving, quality is still a challenge. I personally share your passion for education and the opportunities that it can give to young people. And creating opportunities and building understanding and trust between people is what the British Council does. And that's why it engages in our work in education, in English and the arts. That's what we do to help strengthen the relationship between India and the UK. And schools are absolutely critical to this. This week, we're actually having a real focus on schools and teachers. We launched a new book last night on continuous professional development. We connected up with the UK and we had a webinar. We've got today's conference. Next week, we've got a conference on research. We're bringing people from across India and countries from Taiwan and Saudi Arabia. We're going to have our International School Awards ceremony next Thursday. Again, 300 schools who are committed to international connections with other countries, and particularly the UK. So a real focus on our work in schools and teachers and the value that you all bring. Yesterday we talked about innovation, today we're talking about quality, both absolutely key and important areas. And our work with schools aims to improve learning outcomes for young people, both in India, the UK and across the world. And ultimately what we want to do is create global citizens and help build a more prosperous and secure and peaceful future. And in India and the UK, we have a lot of shared areas of mutual interest. So, for example, quality assurance is what we're talking about today. School leadership. I mean, what is school leadership going to look like in the 21st century? What sort of leaders do we require? Connecting students and teachers beyond their own country. So we have a program called Connecting Classrooms. How do we link up and engage students around the world, understanding what it's like to live in the country, how teachers can develop and share best practice. Teacher development, a key theme of our event last night, and a key theme, I know, of the new government in India. Teacher training, teacher development, investing in teachers, and again, a key area of importance in the UK. Resource development, developing resources, particularly IT resources and digital resources, as we move more towards digital, we get more equipment into classrooms. How do we develop resources both for learners and teachers to help support the learning and teaching in the classrooms? These are all areas that the UK and India can work on. And indeed, we are already doing that in many areas, but we could do more. The UK wants to partner India to help equip our young people, both in India and the UK, with the skills to be both reflective, dynamic, and competent global citizens. And today's event is just part of that journey. And today we want to actually advance the debate about quality standards in education. And we want to look at the current thinking and practice in relation to quality in our schools. What is currently happening in regards to quality in our schools? We will look at factors that can influence quality. For example, the way teachers develop professionally, the way we address our examinations and our attainment measures. We want to look at the role that teacher associations play in all of this. And we're particularly interested in how professional associations for schools can be influential in supporting school development and setting standards. We will also look closely at the English Language Quality Standard programme and the benefits that this may bring to schools. And one of the main themes that's running across all our events this week is around continuing professional development. And today we'll also be presenting a new CMPD framework for teachers. So lots of things to think about, lots of things to consider, lots of things to discuss. Again, we do appreciate you coming today. We want today to be interactive. There's going to be lots of opportunity for discussion, for your ideas, for your questions. So please do contribute and engage throughout the day. And I look forward to meeting and talking to you, as many of you as I can. So thank you once again.